bro, I was in the Wall Street world, and so I'll explain it to you like this. You've seen the Wolf of the Wall Street movie, right?
Yeah.
We never question why that young white boy is up there making billions of dollars in Wall Street, right? So usually when we see people that look like ourselves, we always question things instead of like looking at what the world is and what the world has become, right?
This is the question I'm probably sure that most of the people who watching this, right, is gonna say, like, he had a great job. He had a like corporate, like corporate high income job, 6-figure job, right?
Yeah.
How or why wouldn't he how did he get caught up in something else that'll make him end up in jail for 16 months? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'll put it like this: did you get a chance? You get a chance to see the Vice TV documentary,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I seen it.
I got you. So first and foremost, I think for a lot of people, man, I think I probably got one of the top documentaries out in the industry as of like the last 2 years, right? So you
Hmm.
kind of want to know like the backstory, like the Chad Focus story and what happened and what's going on. I think that'd be a dope place like a reference and kind of get your context. Um, like I said, bro, I was in the Wall Street world, and so I'll explain it to you like this. You've seen the Wolf of the Wall Street movie, right?
Yeah.
We never question why that young white boy is up there making billions of dollars in Wall Street, right? So usually when we see people that look like ourselves, we always question things instead of like looking at what the world is and what the world has become, right? You got Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump is going through a RICO case right now. He got out in 15 minutes. Young Thug's still in prison. So we got certain circumstances, or we got certain circumstances that we can get in that are exactly the same as people that don't look like us. Instead of
Hmm.
the reason of asking me why, we ask how, right? Well, my skin look like it does, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Young niggas playing in corporate America, playing in Wall Street, you might get fall in some pitfalls that other people don't. What we were doing, bro, is that you got to understand Wall Street, yo, is based off a lot of things that are not on the up and up. It's a very unethical space to be in. What I was doing, man, is that I was one of the guys that worked in the actual search engine marketing and also the advertising space. When I joined the company initially, my job, bro, was at a minor state to like kind of bring traffic in. By the time I got to 2015, bro, I had my own corporate accounts, man. I was purchasing big media buys. I was doing all types of things for the company, bro, that for one, the actual field that we were in was unethical, but the things that they were asking for a young black man that one never understood what a non-compete was, an NDA, didn't have an actual protocol and what was going on as far as the spends. There was no checks and balances. Man, bro, I was hanging myself by the rope from the day I started with this young company. You understand what I'm saying? For me personally, uh, when you are part of corporate America, bro, you get, like I said, an expense account, right? So I was one of 8 people that had an expense account for a multi-billion-dollar company, plus the only person like myself that had, access. So I didn't have any mentors. I didn't have any understanding. I didn't know how accounting, finance, and a lot of those things work. And what my job to do was I had to, like I said, acquire media buys, bro. I had a lot of expenses that were based in the entertainment and also the marketing space. And for people that had their own business, if you don't know, entertainment is something that you can write off on your taxes at the end of the year, right? So we spent a lot of time what we call liaising, bro, taking people out of the country, renting a lot of cars, living extremely
And the company was letting you do all of this? The company was
we
letting you
live in
do?
expensive. Yeah, well, like I said, you seen Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
So if you look at it and you see the young white boy do it, right? Just imagine this was Wolf of Wall Street, but it's the black Wolf of Wall Street.
So I
Exactly what you seen.
yeah, but see, here's what my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Wolf of Wall
Facts.
Street, he was the owner of this company, right? He wasn't like working for somebody else under him, was he? You know what
Yeah,
I
but
mean?
remember the first scene that he goes on, right? First scene he's on is in it's Leonardo DiCaprio. He's with Matthew McConaughey, right? So they go from the board to an expensive lunch. They're doing cocaine. That's all on company time, and that bill was on company dime too. So what I'm trying to show you is that the experiences that they live in and experiencing, bro, that right there is a great area. Also, like I said, you seen the Wolf of Wall Street. You remember when he's arguing with his father about the accounting details, and his father talking about all the strippers that they bought off the corporate account, right? All the trips they've taken, all the jet planes, all of the things they doing for their wife, all the illicit spending. This is what comes along, man, with being in the corporate space. So when the company was initially indicted, bro, by the FTC, they had a Federal Trade Commission issue that they had going on. Chad Focus just became, bro, what you call a scapegoat for any of the illicit spends that I done. None of the young white boys had to deal with the same exact illicit expense that we all had going on, right? So everybody got immunity. So that's the part of the game that you got to understand. It's a young black dude working at a $1 billion white corporate firm. He's there for 8 years, and they're talking about illicit spends. When you got an Amex account, man, your Amex account got to be signed over every 30 days, bro. Somebody's got to sign off for that, right? So I can't sign off for that for myself, and I can't extend myself having access to an Amex account for 8 years without nobody auditing or anybody having any issues. So, long story short, man, I was a part of, like I said, some type of Ponzi scheme situation. And it just so happened that I became the fall guy very strategically because of my visibility, my platform. It was very convenient that at the same time they called the FTC case, Chad Focus called his Fed case, right? So if you do your research, you type in Agora FTC, you'll see that these guys had a claim where they were taking millions of dollars from their clients based off of products and Ponzi scheme products. They were lying to seniors about certain things that were available. They had like a diabetes cure. They had a lot of different things that was going on the back end today. And when they got this actual investigation, they became back page news. And the Chad Focus indictment for stealing from this company that was stealing from its clients, that became front page news. So now you got this young man, $4 million guy. He got this crazy illicit budget. He's doing things in this music industry. That's a much more sexier headline than companies stealing money from clients, because companies steal money from clients all day, every day, right? Looking at Wells Fargo right now, opening up accounts and stealing money from their clients each and every day, right? You're looking at big businesses and all the like hidden fees that you get for, your Netflix and your Spotify's and different companies. They can raise them up and down as they feel like it, right? You got a cell phone bill. You might have fees on there right now, bro, for roaming charges that you didn't agree to and that you didn't know about. So, and that's why I say, the documentary is super duper dope, because it breaks down exactly what's going on. And then it also breaks down nepotism, right? The nepotism comes from, young white guy, bro, gets caught up in a situation that he gets caught up in. We all go watch The Wolf of Wall Street. This guy stole $42 million. We make him another $300 million. We celebrate it. We sensationalize it. We use that as entertainment. Young black kid get caught in the same situation. Everybody trying to figure out why, what happened, or if it was a real crime situation. Wrong place, wrong time. You live and you learn. And now I understand the infrastructure. Should have never gotten a corporate America without having an LLC, Tay. Should have always had an LLC set up, right? Should have always taken the advertising budget up front. Should have always understood, how to allocate, the business expenses, and then also do the accounting, bro, for your personal expenses, right? Now we understand it's not necessary, bro, to have done a couple of things that we did in the entertainment space with those guys, bro. We didn't have to go on certain trips. We didn't need a Rolls Royce, bro. We didn't need the Airbnbs. We didn't need the upgrades, the suites. We could have kept it all business. So at the end of the day, those things that I thought were perks, that were part of the job, that were part of like thanking me, man, for performing above and beyond. At the end of the day, when you get into a Fed case, bro, all of that can come back, to bite you in the ass, bro, as illicit expenses and also something what you call embezzlement. So, I learned the game, bro. That's why it's a blessing for me to be on platforms and back out and telling people the game, so that the next generation or whoever does get in those positions, they know, what to watch out for. And there was no Chad Focuses before me. There's no young black guy that's ever done what I've done. There's no person has a story like this. This isn't your typical homeboy was on the block slinging dope that we know about all of those different stories. A homeboy got caught in a RICO, a homeboy shot his homeboy up. Like, this ain't a story that anybody heard before. This is a one of one. So we see this right here. We learn from it, man. We go ahead and figure it out together. And, I'm just a blessing, man, to be here, bro, as a vessel to kind of tell the homies what's up, and that I learned from my mistakes, and I know how to get it and get it the right way, bigger and better from now on.